prehistoric paranormal at Beaghmore Stone Circles. If you've seen my last video, you'll probably be familiar with the site. If you haven't seen it, you might want to go back and check that out after. But because I'm curious, the last time I was here, before I started filming, I had to walk around checking for electromagnetic anomalies, and I was surprised and amazed when I got 6 really strong readings just at various locations in the site. Electromagnetic energy is something that spirits are said to be made of. It's just something I personally believe. There's no other electromagnetic sources in a site like this. We're not near any electricity sources, so it's always going to be anomalous. Some of you may not be familiar with the tools and techniques used by paranormal investigators these days. I'll briefly take you through my method and show you some of my paranormal tools. Let's start on the right. This is some incense sticks. We'll be burning incense. It can help to thin the veil between the worlds, and it also sends out a positive signal into the ether. This is my little EMF meter. Any electromagnetic energy fields should be picked up by that. Also got a small digital voice recorder. I'll explain why I have that later. This is called a REM pod. REM stands for radiating electromagnetism. It actually creates its own electromagnetic field around it, and anything comes inside that field 360 degrees, the wee alarm goes off. And lastly, well not lastly, but this little full spectrum camera sees from ultraviolet right down to infrared, which we can't see with the naked eye. I'll also be using the trigger objects, but I'll let you see those later and explain. First of all, again, I'm going to take my EMF meter and have a sweep of the site. Hopefully I'll be able to catch any anomalies on camera this time. Lovely and peaceful at the minute. Have the place to myself. Let's see then. I'm just going to do a random zigzag. Okay, that's a little disappointing, but not totally unexpected. It is what it is. It's not normal, it's paranormal. We'll move on. This circle's known as the Dragon's Teeth. You can see why there. There was bone fragments from a child or children found somewhere inside this circle, and I read that some psychics had been here standing quietly and heard children's voices and so forth, so I'm hoping to catch some evidence of that today. Obviously this is not a game. These were real people, human beings. So I want to treat them with respect at all times, and especially with children. They're probably scared of me more than I'm scared of them. So I'll show you what I have for a trigger object. Obviously the best thing for a child is a toy. I'm just going to keep low as well, so I don't appear intimidating. So what kind of toy did they have in the Bronze Age? Maybe something like that little guy. Be a giant elk or red deer stag. They would have been familiar with both of those. I'm going to set that up in the centre at the stone there. I'll put my little REM pod beside it, so if anything comes near the little stag, she'd set that off. And then a little voice recorder, I'm going to set that there as well. Hopefully I'd like to catch, it's possible that you could get kids' voices. It's been said they've been done before, but I'm curious, I'll give it a go. So let's get set up. So I'm going to leave it for half an hour, and fingers crossed we'll get some contact. It's just been sitting here quietly, nearly 15 minutes. Just heard voices. Sounds like over that way. That's been another 10 minutes. Still seems all quiet. Just got my back to the experiment in case might give a potential child spirit a bit more courage to come forward. But there's no sign of anything yet, and REM pod's all quiet. You never know. You can still catch something on the digital audio at the full spectrum. I'll have to review that. Some of you are probably wondering why don't they come at night time? A couple of reasons. Firstly, I don't believe that spirits just come out at night. I think they're around us, or can be around us all the time, night or day. If you're looking to film small light anomalies in infrared, obviously the darker it is the better, but the other reason is it gets very dark here, and I think if I was sitting here on my own doing this kind of research, imagination might start to run away with me, you know, end up chasing a puka. That's been half an hour, so I'm going to call it time. It's starting to get cold wind today. I'll go back in. I have another one to do. I'm going to try this cairn here. This is the largest cairn on the site, and this is the one that the only thing found buried in the centre was what was described as a branch from an oak tree. Must have some magical significance. So once I get warmed up and get a cup of tea, I'm going to come back. I've got a little oak by as the trigger object for there, and maybe a little bit of quartz, and we'll set that one up and let it run. Maybe third time lucky today, eh? I'll go in and check my equipment. Decided just to leave the little toy stag there. Didn't seem right to give the child a toy and then take it away. It's not biodegradable, it's just hazelwood and silver birch antlers. The next visitor may well lift it and take it away, but I'm leaving it for the child spirit, and that's that's my conscience clear. Still haven't finished setting up my experiment, and the REM pod's going off like mad. There's no reason for it. I'm just going to move it further away from the EMF meter, just in case it shouldn't set it off. We'll leave it there and see. Just going to move that back in. I'm curious now. Was that actually doing it? Step back. No, it's not doing it now. It's the same place it was a minute ago. I'll give it half an hour again then, I guess, and keep an eye on it. Just a couple of little pieces of quartz as well to set it. I'll just set those there. So I've got my digital recorder, EMF meter again. That's just an ordinary little camera, and the REM pod, and my full spectrum. Stand quietly back a bit more. See what happens this time. Hopefully we'll get something. Uh-oh. Nice one. It's just been nearly half an hour. I'm coming back to get my gear. I've just heard the REM pod go off. It's rather exciting. Should have it on camera, alright. 2 cameras rolling. I've just been back at the van for the last 15 minutes. Get my gloves, get warmed up. Could have other readings there while I've been away, I'll have to check that. All quiet again. That's the thing, researching the paranormal, it's not normal. You can't rely on it, so I was pretty sure we were going to be empty-handed today as far as results, but I'm quite pleased. Obviously gives me some hope to keep doing this research, although I like doing it. It's nice spending a couple of hours in places like this. Get time to think, you know. It's been another 10 minutes, guys, so it's starting to get dark and getting cold again, so I'll pack up my kit. I just wanted to say that while I was back in the van the first time getting a cup of tea, a family arrived, a couple of kids, and they were running about. I think they spotted the little stag over there, but believe it or not, the little stag's still there, if you can see it, which I'm quite pleased about. I wouldn't have minded if a little girl had got it, but it's nice that it'll get to stay here for another little while, and kind of demonstrates the respect that local people have for the unknown, I guess. They're always told not to mess with the good people. That's me ready to go. Left a little oak by as well. Not do any harm. I'm sure some of you think I'm mad. I think there's something to it. And I enjoy the research, so I'll keep seeking. I will get good evidence. The longer you spend out in the field, the more chance you have. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and maybe learnt something. Till the next time, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, guys.